A lot of buyers are wondering how they make that step. How do you go from a capital city you might have grown up in, been raised in, and now you're moving to a regional centre where you may only spend weekends there and a little bit of time? I think the first thing to always do is consider renting. And even though the market's growing, and a lot of people would say that would be a risky move because what if the market grows by 10 or 15% and I didn't purchase? Well, I think a more risky move is you jump in and buy property and then need to sell that property in 2 to 3 years because it's not the right move for you. And I think when you go to these towns and experience them as a holiday maker, it's very different to experiencing them day to day from a working standpoint and actually having your daily commutes and trying to run your errands and connect with friendship groups and family networks. And I do think there'll be some elasticity in this rise of the regional centres. I think there will be a point where certain family dynamics can't make it work and they do need to come back to their network groups and be closer to their place of employment, but it's still got a bit more room and expansion to happen before we see that actually take course. And I think the key thing they need to do is understand that it's very difficult to place value on property in regional centres when you haven't spent a lot of time there. So the first thing you can do is obviously engage a professional who's independent to work on your behalf. And if that doesn't work for you, you can just try and work out which agents you feel are straight shooters and will give you direction on property values, even if it's not their listing. Agents will often be very helpful if you ring and say, look, you're someone I've enjoyed having a conversation with and I trust you. Can you give me some direction on what this property around the corner is worth that your competing agent has? They'll give you some direction, tell you whether it's a good street, bad street, or whether it's a type of property that's going to have a lot of competition, or whether that particular agent you're dealing with is going to give you the answers you need as well. So I think getting to these places and spending an extended period of time, either through renting for a short period or getting on the ground over many weekends and maybe staying for a week and trying to commute out is really important, because a big family move and then coming back is not something that any of us would enjoy.